Tech Smart Now this morning, and we've got Dwayne Treaton with the City of Thomasville joining us here this morning. Talk about some new technology that you guys use or have been using for a while. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, it is a mapping system.
Yes, GIS. We've been trying to figure it out, so we need the expert to kind of tell us really what GIS is.
And it can get confusing, just a bunch of letters out there, but it stands for Geographic Information Systems, and it's a technology that uses location-based data. Everything in the world basically has a location nowadays, and if you can put on a map and start looking at how different things interact with each other and do an analytical thing and how they interact and work with each other and cause certain things to happen, you can really learn a lot about your community, about your infrastructure, about what's going on around the world and around you.
And kind of, you guys have a lot of this stuff posted online as well, and it's really everything from crime trends to environmental impacts.
Right, yeah, GIS is not just for local governments, so of course that's our primary expertise in it, but it can be used just by any industry can use it to really solve real-world problems and understand the environment that's going on around them.
And you were telling us during the break that you were getting pretty well known, an international event that you guys were just able to be a part of, and obviously that's pretty big, talking about people from all over the world. I
was very excited, and I found a great privilege to be invited by Esri. Esri is one of the leading software providers of GIS software and solutions, and they have an international user conference in San Diego every year, and we got invited to come and give a presentation and basically tell Thomasville's story on our growth of GIS from individual departments using it to an enterprise system, where we decided, instead of these smaller departments were using it and having great successes, why can't we transfer that success to the large organization in our community of Thomasville and Thomas County area as a whole? And
you talk about some of that growth. Kind of explain a little bit more and kind of the benefit for residents throughout Thomas County and Thomasville as far as what they can learn from this program.
What they learn is, one of the things is we have a new map that went out with our historic walking tour, so people can take that, and we're looking to get other information out in the public. So they can have a quick access way to look up information, whether it's a polling place or zoning, land use issues, construction projects, things like that going. The bigger use for us right now is internal, and that's where we're going, is to get a better understanding of our infrastructure, our utilities, of our land use, our analysis, our demographics, and understand really what makes our community happen and how we can better work with our citizens to help plan for a better future in Thomasville.
And it sounds kind of complicated, but when you were talking about all the ways that you can use it and everyday people can use it, is it pretty user-friendly? What is the process like?
That's one of the beauties of GIS and the technology that we've adopted from Esri, is that we can get as complicated down to geospatial analytical processes that use all kinds of crazy stuff, down to very simple apps that go out to the web that people turn on, and it's just like using a regular web map with the features that you need on it. So it's really scalable to whether you have a very advanced user or the general public that needs to just get some basic information.
Where does this technology go from here? How do you guys plan on continue to grow with this technology and make it more applicable and available to residents?
Well, one thing we want to do, of course, is to look at other city services and city areas we have to expand GIS use in that. We didn't want to take it where it's going to everywhere at one time, but we want to make sure that we had it going as a growth, a kind of a scalable growth at one time. And then also, as I said earlier, to start getting information out to the public so they can go onto a website, they use their smartphone device. If they're downtown, they want to find the closest restaurant and which one serves a certain type of food, have an app for that. They can pull it up and get that information there. They need to know where to pay their city utilities or where their school is at. Have those apps like that, and they can just pull it up and direct them to that.
Put everything right there on a smartphone.
Right there on a smartphone.
Stuff. I like the sounds of that. Dwayne, thank you so much for letting us pick your brain a little bit. I kind of feel like the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Right? Very futuristic. Thanks so much. We'll post this and all the information of how you can get involved with GIS. It's up on our website, WTXL.tv. Stay with us. Your Mighty News coming up next.